Hey guys, just recording this after the league's done, just as a little introduction, because I was short of time at the start. This is the list that top eighted GP Bologna in the hands of Andreas Ganz, um, with one change, well, two changes. One, he was running four Icarids, no Hogak, and two, he had four gemstone mines, one City of Brass, one mana confluence rather than three mana confluence, three gemstone mines. That's not a big deal. The Hogak missing is a big deal. I didn't want to run through a league without Hogak, if I'm brutally honest, because I think Hogak is too good to cut, frankly. But yeah, the list seems interesting. The list seems different. Fiery Islets, really interesting. So are the Neonates, very interesting. Putting two Street Wraiths in, not normal, but I can see where you're coming from. This is an interesting list. The other notable thing in the sideboard, a Flamekin Zealot. This is not normal. Two Dread Returns, also not normal. Um, because of the fact that we've got three Fiery Islets, putting the number of black sources in the main deck down to only six. We have four Chain of Vapors as our answer to Leyline of the Void, which makes a lot of sense. And one Shenanigans, which I assume is to answer Cage, as well as the standard two Lotus Petals to go fast. It's an interesting list. No Ashen Rider in the sideboard's a bit strange. Two Dread Returns is a bit strange, but I think this has a lot of potential. I mean, to top eight a GP is a big deal. So, yep, we're going to run it through the challenge and see how we do. Alright, okay, this was very last minute. We got something a bit special today. Sorry, I've not recorded the intro before doing this, and I'm midway through the game. I've just accepted my hand. I had to drop out of. I was in the middle of a league game. I just conceded the game just to do this because I thought I'd play the challenge. Trying out this brand new list that top eighted Bologna. Top 8 Bologna. We are playing the Bologna list. There is one change. Well, there are a few changes. I've changed the mana base because I don't have four gemstone mines. I only own three. So one of them's a mana confluence. Also, I'm not playing a City of Brass mana confluence split. I'm just playing three mana confluence because I think mana confluence is just strictly better. And also, City of Brass is a pain on Magic the Gathering Online. And I prefer not to deal with it. So we got... and the other change... 3 Icarid, 1 Hogak rather than 4 Icarids. That's the only change I've made. Apart from that, 60's identical. Let's go. Let's do this. Let's win with this winning list. Oh, God. This hand can hardcast Grave Troll. What more do you need? It doesn't just hardcast Grave Troll. It also hardcasts Grave Troll and casts a Careful Study. Hands don't get much better than this. This is what I missed about Street Wraith. Whoa, baby! This hand just keeps getting better. I'm just gonna jam. There's no way this goes wrong. If this goes wrong, I'm gonna look like quite the idiot. Cycle Street Wraith. Crack for red. Crack for green. This could go wrong if we brick on dredges, but even then we still hardcast a Grave Troll. Do I want a Grave Troll or do I want a flashback looting? I think it's as fun as it is to cast a Grave Troll. I do think it's better just a flashback looting here. He's F6, so I know he's not got any responses. The one way we do lose here is if he has days. Well, I mean, we don't lose. We still win, but I mean, it means we can't just flip the entire deck over. Days. Magic the Gathering Online is being very laggy. I might have to restart it if it keeps doing this. Tarmogoyf, Oko, Brainstorm. Sure. So this is a bug. Annoyingly, we did not hit anymore. God, this is being really laggy. I'm sorry, guys. I'll have to sort this out. One, two, make sure to eat all of the artifacts. And pass the turn. Right, he scoops it up. What's going on here? Alright, so it's Bug Delver. I guess the shenanigans is kind of for this. Cut breakthrough for shenanigans? Is that better than Insolent Neonate? Insolent Neonate does play around Spell Pierce, but I think that Breakthrough is just better than Insolent Neonate. I'm assuming shenanigans is for this matchup. I will, however, cut a Breakthrough for a Lotus Petal. I think I like this because you can cut a lot of the 1-mana stuff, and then like Breakthrough's not great in the matchup. We've got 2 raids, so Breakthrough loses a bit of its strength because you want to keep cards in hand to abuse, to hopefully they surgical them. I'll bring in a Petal just because that's normally what I do. I mean, I'm normally playing a main deck Petal, but this list doesn't have any. It's got 2 in the board. I mean, we got the shenanigans. This does the fun Bridge from Below Insolent Neonate thing, but I'd rather have a Dredger. Right, well, him passing the turn makes me think that he's got Spell Pierce or something like that, or maybe he's got like Brainstorm Days. So I'm gonna lead on Neonate just because that's the shittest. Well, PG, that is the worst card that we have here. Yeah, just pass turn. If he wastes us, that kind of sucks, but it's not the end of the world. I'm assuming he had Spell Pierce or something. What did he mull to? He mulled to 6. Sure. Ooh, Magic Online's not having a good time. Yeah, I'm fine with the Tarmogoyf. That's really good. One of the good things about Insolent Neonate actually is it's kind of like a Street Wraith that sticks on board, in that you can go Insolent Neonate first turn, the next turn go off, pitch your whole hand, and then still protect yourself from surgical because you've got a Neonate. Oh wait, no, because you've got to discard a card. Ignore me, I'm chatting nonsense. I'm chatting complete baloney. I'm inclined to just cast looting. Oh, I could dredge 1 with shenanigans. Great, guys. I don't know what I'm doing here. I don't know whether I'm sequencing any of this right. Maybe I should have just sacrificed the neonate before doing this. I haven't got a clue. This pause here makes me think that he's got a surgical. I'm gonna cycle this now because this gets better. Oh wow, this is awkward. I want to get the bridge trigger off the neonate, but I can't crack LED to do it. I also kind of want to just not use the neonate ability, and I want to just flashback therapy. That seems wrong. I feel like he has surgical though. The way he's playing makes me think he has surgical, like really bad. Either surgical or daze. No, if he had daze, he'd have played it on the first turn, unless he brainstormed into it. I'm going to protect. I'm going to protect my bridge. I don't want bridge getting exiled. That's one of the few ways I think we lose this game. Also, information's always good. That's why. Okay, so he's got daze, he's also got Oko. I can force him to not be able to, but then I'll lose Colosseum, which is really bad if he draws. I'm inclined to just pass the turn. Yeah, he will play an Oko, but I am okay with that. Because then next turn I can... if he elks LED, that kind of sucks, but it's not the end of the world. Hogak's still in the deck. I'm threatening to go off next turn anyway. And I think elking the LED is the best play here for him, which I'm perfectly fine with. Maybe naming days was correct. I just felt like he had surgical the way he was playing. Yeah. Swing for 5. That's fine by me. Also, we could... Yeah. I mean, if he Oko's elks the LED, we'd just kill the Oko with Icarid and LED, because he's just swung with Goyf. So he shouldn't have swung with Goyf if he was planning on elking the LED, but I don't think he is. That swinging there seemed like a mistake. Upkeep, I'm going to do this. Wow, LED looks weird. Turned into an elk. Green old artifact borders. Strange. An elk helps convoke Hogak because it's green. I mean, this has felt really strong. I'm not sure if that's just Street Wraith, and I haven't been playing with Street Wraith for such a long time. I'm like, wow, Street Wraith's great. We should be running 4 Street Wraiths again. Honestly, I think maybe I've considered running 2 Street Wraiths again, just for playing around surgical, going fast, just being a general good card. I don't think Street Wraith is terrible right now by any means. I think Street Wraith's actually pretty good. I think you could. I don't even think there's anything wrong with playing the pre-London Mulligan list with 4 street rates. I think there's honestly an argument to be made for that. I think it's a legitimate list. I think it's perfectly acceptable. Well, I don't care about days. Guess the worst thing he could have is Forcifer, but even that's not too bad. And also I want to take the Fatal... Whoa! 1 bridge from below? Jesus! We have all our bridges in the bottom of the deck. I mean, I'm going to pay for that. Fatal push. I don't know why he did that. This lag's really bad. A second Goif. I mean, you're losing that, I'm afraid. Sorry. Tarmogoyf. 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 Wait. Exile the artifacts. 1 artifact. Okay. He's got lands, he's got instants, he's got no sorceries. We could try and exile every sorcery in our graveyard. I'm not sure that's realistic. I don't really want to exile Shenanigans just in case he does top deck Cage. And I don't want to exile Therapy either. How many therapies we got? 1. Do I value having a Narcomoeba over having another zombie? I think I do. So I will just pass the turn. His hand is the card Underground Sea. I was like, why is the Goy for 6/7? I removed all the artifacts and then I realised because of Oko. Oko makes him very big. There we go, easy first round. This list actually seemed really good. I'm very impressed. I thought it would be crap. But actually, that was pretty good. Though then again, we did kind of slap him with Oko both games. Not Oko, Hogak. And the list didn't have a Hogak in it. So, keep asking questions. That's all I'll say. Keep asking questions. Okay, so who else? Okay, I'm gonna sort out everything. I'm gonna pause this. I'm gonna end this. Restart MTGO, and I'll see you back again for the next round. Hello, back for round 2. Yeah, I'll keep this. This is great. There are bangs going off in the background, and I do not know why. It is the 1st of December. No one should be doing fireworks, but they are very, very loud, and I'm almost concerned by how loud they are. Nothing happens in the UK on the 1st of December. Excuse me, sorry, I'm trying to eat food at the same time. It's the evening now and I've not had my lunch yet because I'm an adult and I can choose my lunch times. Fine. If this guy's going to look me up on MTG Top 8, I'm going to look him up on MTG Top 8. I think I've actually played against this guy in the league, so it should be in my spreadsheet as well. Whoops. Saw my secret spreadsheet that isn't so secret. He was on Grixis Delver last I played against him. Which is the only time I played against him. and all of his league challenge top 8s are Grixis Delver as well. He has a list from 4 Leyline of the Void in the board. 4 Leylines. Right, well, this sideboard is not set up to deal with Leylines from blue decks, so that's rough. That's very rough. Hopefully we can just bounce it and just kill him. But it's going to be hard. Because there are no Wispmares, there are no Putrid Imps. We could just not show up for the round and I could get a free win. Anything's possible. I might chop out. Oh, there we go. I was about to say I might chop out all of that nothing of me talking and saying my life story. Let's start with that dude. Because I actually want the study to resolve. I want the study to resolve so I can draw another land. Then if I draw another land, I'm not weak to wasteland. That's the reason why I'm leading that there, even though we've got lots of studies, so the LED is more valuable technically. Chooses to not shuffle, that means he's probably got Force or Daze. I'm going to play straight into it though, because I've got 3 of these. Alright, that's fine. Hopefully he doesn't waste me. I'm assuming not, because he didn't shuffle and the didn't shuffle gave him a Force. I'm also assuming he doesn't have a Daze. I think I want to keep the Hogak. Alright, well I'm really punished for not returning the Icarid and eating the Hogak there, but if we'd have hit a Narcomoeba that would have been great because we could have got a Hogak down. This does sort of force him into bolting his own Dreadhorde Arcanist to, or playing a Delver, bolting the Delver to get rid of my bridges. And even if he does that, I think we're still in an okay spot because next turn we can go return 3 Icarids, Cabal Therapy, you take a Daze probably would be the worst top deck. If he's going to eat 2 cards to force my Hogak, I'm fine with it. But if he top decks Daze, that's pretty big. What's the word for it? Tempo swing. So I'll probably name Daze. It's also possible that we just dredge into a Narcomoeba and then we don't have this problem. Not shuffle. Pyromancer kind of sucks. If he bolts the young Pyromancer, which I think he should, he's bolting the Arcanist. Okay, well in that case then the worst thing he could have is probably Brazen Borer. Also we could just hit the last bridge here and that would be great. Brazen Borer would be the worst card. Okay, forcible. I don't think he's got Tarmogoyfs, but I'm still just going to eat all of the I'm going to take the Force of Will just in case he top decks Brainstorm, and that's bad for us. Worst thing he could top deck's Brazen Borer, but that's still not terrible for us. Top deck Wasteland, he's going to crack the Fiery Islet or Islet. Isle. Fiery Islet. Fiery Islet, it doesn't matter. Brainstorm. I mean, that's the best selection of cards he could have got, but I don't think that's going to beat what we've got anyway. Unless, even if he bounces the... because next time we're just going to crack him with everything, I think. Even if we hit the last bridge, I think we're going to do that. That's fine, we didn't. That's actually kind of what we wanted. He has to chump the Icarids, really. Yep. Now the question is, do we side like he has ley lines? In my thing I have him on Grixis Delver with Leyline, and that was not too long ago. However, he's playing straight blue-red. I'm definitely going to bring in this. Do I want to bring in the chains? I think I'll hedge. I'll bring in 2. Take out a Thug and a Neonate. I don't like it, but I also don't like the possibility that he does actually have. Maybe it's better just to call his bluff and say no, you don't. And just bring in shenanigans for Cage. Is he really going to have Cage if he's playing Arcanist though? That's such a non-bow. Maybe I'll just do that. I'm gonna side him 1. I'm siding him 1. I'm siding him 1. On the plus side, the random explosion sound seems to have stopped. If I had like Nature's Claim, that'd be great, because Claim is just more versatile. Yeah, I think I'll keep this. It's close. It's close to a mole. But I think I'll keep it, and I think I'll discard to hand size. Especially if he's doing that. That's definitely... Okay, well he doesn't have days, which is cool. Prefer it if he doesn't wasteland me this turn, but if he does, I'm okay with it. I actually played out the gemstone mine kind of to bait the days, or I'd rather get this days than the mana confluence. It also doesn't cost me life, which can sometimes be relevant against blue-red Delver. Chooses to not shuffle. Spooky. No. Fine. I'm not drawing a single fiery islet yet. I'm going to name days here. Surgical on bridge, yeah, that's fine. I'm still going to name days. The other name is Dreadhorde Arcanist. But he'd have to play that and then get a turn around before that's a problem. I'm going to name days. He's got a lot of elementals. Days. Oh, I'm cool with that. So, Brazen Borrower is only a problem if he draws a land. I mean, I guess he can petty theft. I kind of want to take the Young Pyromancer, just because we are somewhat low on threats right now. I think we can beat 2 Young Pyromancers. I'm actually more worried about the Brazen Borrower. Bouncing our Icarid. Okay, I mean you can swing with everything if you want. This is really bad if he's got days. I'm going to Dredge a Golgari Thug, I think. That may well be wrong, but I lose 1 life to block the young pyromancer seems worthwhile. I really need to hit some Narcomoebas ASAP. Good thing is he doesn't seem to have any ley lines. Ow, I am being attacked. Put a Narcomoeba on top. Oh god, we only have 1 Narcomoeba left in deck. Blind me. Okay, that's us dead. Frustrating. I thought we had that game. Well, the Chain of Vapor can come out, which is good. Instant Neonate can come back in. That surgical really hurt, but not much you can do. Yeah, I'll keep this. Oh, that's aggressive. The main question is, do I just play the instant neonate? Well, I think the answer is yeah. Okay, this is looking good. As long as he doesn't surgical my Icarids, we are in a pretty good spot here, I think. I've got 2 Icarids coming back. This looks good. I'm happy with this. Those were some good dredges. That's what we needed, given that he forced our turn 1 play. If you have surgical, then I don't think he's going to block. If he does block, I'm happy with it. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's so good. Do I just take the... Dreadhorde Arcanist, let him have a brainstorm? That seems more dangerous than taking the brainstorm, because he can't really play Arcanist and do anything relevant. So this could potentially lock us, but I think we can win the game with 3 zombies. Well, we'll have 4 zombies if he, unless he trades off the young pyromancer, which I'd be completely fine with. It's a fascinating attack. We'll let it happen. that's so good for us. Yeah, I think we're good now. I will block and kill the Dreadhorde Arcanist, I think. Like if he's brainstormed into spell, he's still going to take a bunch of damage. I'm going to quad block this Arcanist, I think. Bap, bap, bap. I just want it to die. He can make it so that I don't have a zombie, but if he leaves an Archamoeba, I'm fine with that. Yeah. Okay, kills off an Archamoeba, gives me a zombie. I'm perfectly okay with that. I mean, he's got a lot of... I think he just has to trade off everything. Even that's not very good. If he's drawn exactly surgical, that's really good for him. Right, we did it. That was really close at the end there, but sometimes that's just how it be against Blue Red Delver, you know? Sometimes that's just how it be. Oh, need to cancel the... Whoops, sorry, I just mulled. I forgot to film this. My opening hand had an LED and looting, but no lands, so I mulled it. I'm now on 6. This is also a mull. Oh my god! Ooh. Yeah! We did it! We did it, team! Come on, team! Keep. Bottom. We just gotta get him. He's mulled to 5. I feel like he's probably on something stupid, like Chalice or something. Oh god, oh dearie me. Who's played against this guy before? Show past rounds. Skull. Against War and Magic TV and Weekends. You lose every shot you don't take. If he crop rotates, he crop rotates. Do it. Put me out of my misery. Oh my god! Yes. The one deck this man has in his it's not even a legacy deck. It's a modern deck. It was Reanimator. I assumed he was playing like Timfins or something. What plays Verdant Catacombs and insta scoops? Do I do that? Is that greedy? Do I think that it's actually? Do I think it's actually not Depths? Do I think it's actually Reanimator? Because that's so suspicious. Mulling to 5, having no turn 1 play. That's really unlikely. Like maybe his 5 was like not great. Maybe he just had a. Maybe it's actually Depths and it's a bad 5. But the odds of that are very slim. The odds of that are not good at all. I'm really tempted to do this. I'm really tempted to do that. Do I do it? Do I try and choose the win? Because I feel like a Malta 5 leading Verdict Catacombs has got to be like Reanimator or something. He's probably was like holding in Tomb. I think I'm gonna do it. I genuinely think it's Reanimator. Maybe I'll cut a Neonate and bring in a Chain of Vapor just so if it's Depths I can like bounce a 20/20 and choose him. I genuinely think. I can't bring in Ashen Rider, which is really strange. What's the Flamekin Zealot for? I don't know what the Flamekin Zealot's for. Maybe it's for Storm. That's my guess. My guess is it's for Storm. You just want to kill him. You don't want to mess with Veil of Summer. I'm going to keep this because this hand's really good against Depths. But it might be Reanimator. Oh my god, it is Depths. Okay. Oh, wait. Okay. Okay, that's annoying. I was just thinking, what if we draw LED? I was literally just thinking to myself, what if we draw LED here? It's just trying to go off here better than waiting a turn. Oh wait, I can't cast LED because of Chalice. Oh, that makes it really awkward. Yeah, I think it's correct to cast this here. Discard this and this. My plan is to just sort of like out mana him or like hope he just takes a turn tapping out or something. Scavenging Ooze is really hard to play around. What is this? Is this like some list from the GP? Wait. I'm just going to hardcast this, I think. I think I like that plan. You could just like abrupt decay it and eat it, but I'm going to kill that. And it'll block the scavenging ooze. Cephalid Colosseum. What on earth is this? Like, what is this? What? For Leovold? I mean, I guess that makes sense. So you can't swing with your Leovold? Or your Scavenging Ooze? You can play that game? Oh, is the plan to Cephalid Colosseum the other player with Leovold in play? What on earth is the meta become? What have we got on the board for this? Assuming this guy runs like... I can't play that. Right, this is the plan, boys. The plan is this. We're going places. My life total is getting precariously low. Oh, you can make opponents draw cards with Cephalid Colosseum with Leovold in play. It was like, oh, you'd be checking your opponent's graveyard, right? And I'm like, oh wait, no, he can just get to 7 and just go for it. That's actually pretty cool. Alright, well, that's not what I was... Wait! I can stop him getting to... Yes. Yes. It's funny we're both playing the card Cephalid Colosseum. That's funny to me. I could have played the Golgorithog there, but I think I value my life total. Oh no, he can give himself threshold by wasting his own land. Oh, he's wasting my land. We'll call that. Swing with the Scavenging Ooze, I dare you. That's exactly what I was wanting to draw. Cabal Pit. Right. This is a mess. Oh my God. What is this? What is this? Is this the 4-color Maverick thing? Is this Bug Loam? Is this the blue? No, I think I know what this is now. I think I know what this is. This is the 4-color Loam splash blue, not red, because Oko's just better than Punishing Fire. Which is, it's a deck. I wanted a land so I could hardcast this, because that would really screw over what he's trying to do right now. Oh, dearie me. Let's have a look at these. What is this? I want to be sure that this deck is running ley lines before I go into the last round. I'm like 90% sure it's running ley lines, but I want to be sure that this is actually the case. Bant loam, bant loam. Bant loam, but this is bant loam with black splash. Uh-oh, he's gonna get Mazavith, which is gonna stop my fun. The list I found for this doesn't run scavenging ooze. No! What did he... Oh, you cabal pit him like... Oh my god. Deary me, boys, I think we're dead. Oh, I should have blocked, but I mean, it doesn't matter, we're not winning this game. Sideboard time. Right, so these can come in. These can go out. We want this. Dare I say, we want that. Dare I suggest. Iona on green's also pretty good, but not good against Caracas. Should I do that? I think I'll do this. Ooh, I mean, I guess I'll keep it. Getting punished for putting the job returns in there. Yeah. The awkward thing is he's not very far away from being able to recast that. One of the annoying things about Chain of Vapor. I really need... Thank you. I think I actually like passing the turn because that makes next turn just like insane. If I try and go off now and brick on dredges, that's really bad, but I've got access to... Oh god. That's like the worst thing. So bad. That's like the worst card it could have been. My math's not automatic on this, so I crack this, have 2 mana remaining. The other options I flash back, then crack Colosseum, then I'll have 0 mana remaining. But I'll have dug way deeper into my deck. I think that's correct. The other options, I bounce Thalia, I pay 2 mana to bounce Thalia. This is tough, man. Bounce, Thalia, flashback, looting. I actually kind of like the bounce Thalia line. He can sack a land, he could sack Dryad Arbor, take a bridge, but I'm completely okay with that. I think I'll do that line actually. Yeah, I didn't think you'd want to do that. Drawing any land and they can cast Plague Engineer or Knight of the Reliquary, which is not good. What I'm more afraid of, I think I'm more afraid of Knight of the Reliquary. Do I just hope to have to fade it? This is really difficult. I'm not used to playing with Flamekin Zealot. I think I'm going to take Knight of the Reliquary. Yep. I should have activated Cephalid Colosseum in upkeep. I don't care about my life total. How many zombies do I get here? 12? Is that just GG? I need to do the maths. So I'll be attacking with Flamekin Zealot. So each one will give me 1, 2, 3, 4 zombies. Right, so 3 times 4. I'm just trying to make sure, like, I can do maths. I just don't want to mess this up. 3 times 4, so I'll get 12 1-1s, but there'll be 2 2s. Times 2. So I'll be attacking for 24 points of damage. That seems insane. When Flame Seller enters the battlefield, creatures you control get +1/+1 and gain haste. Can I do better than that? Can I not just make a Hogak with haste as well? Yeah, making Hogak's free. He knew what was coming. He knew what was coming. Oh wow, that was actually really good. The chains were massive. The chains and the Flamekin Zealot actually came out really big that game. That was actually really good. The fact that chain lets you not only bounce, because not having duplicates wasn't bad there, because if that was something like Wispmare or that was something like Nature's Claim, I couldn't have done that. But the fact that I did that let me take the Thalia, which then set up the next turn really well for me. Now maybe you could have said, maybe given the way the dredges went, I could have probably just done the other line there, which was like crack the LED, pay an extra, flashback looting, use the Cephalid Colosseum. I could have done that, and that would have been good, but I wouldn't have been able to take the Knight of the Reliquary, which in the end ended up not mattering anyway because I just won the game with Flamekin Zealot. But that was really good. This list seems alright, guys. This list seems pretty good. I'm quite happy with that. We're going pretty good. We're 3-0, so hopefully we can keep it up. It would be great. It would be amazing if I managed to top 8 my first Legacy Challenge with this. In my opinion, a bit of a pile, but there is something to be said. Even if you think the list's a complete pile and they did just fluke it, there is still something in that, because GPs are so many rounds. There has to be something like the like you can fluke a certain number of rounds, but in order to win like it's like 15 rounds. In order to win like a significant enough number of those in order to top 8 must mean there's something decent in the list. I've like the last time Dredge top 8 a GP I think was GP Birmingham 2018, and the list ran a Blazing Archon in the sideboard, and everybody was like, what the hell, Blazing Archon, and no one really tested it. But I was a bit like, there must be a reason why it's there, and it must have done well for him because he's managed to top 8. Now it's possible he could have got all the way to the finals of top 8 and never sided in Blazing Archon ever, but it does suggest that there's something to it, and I'm always hesitant to discount results from Grand Prix. I think the SCGs are a bit more whatever, they're not as many rounds, but once you start going above 10 rounds of Swiss, like it starts getting significant in terms of, okay, this list must be pretty solid in order to get that result. But anyway, that was a really interesting match. Chain of Vapor coming up absolutely incredible there. Yeah, that was really good. Right, round 4. I know this guy, I've played against him. Got his name down, but not what he plays. This is a mulligan anyway. This is good. I think I bottomed the therapy in the... I think bottoming therapy's right here, given I only have 3 Ichorids in the deck. He's played Painter apparently. Alright, that's good. Not going to push my luck by cracking this. I can go off next turn. There's no need to rush. Great Furnace looks like it is actually Painter. Yep. Yikes. I don't think I'll have Forced Negation, but I think it's free to play around it. Okay, that's good. I really needed to hit that because I don't want him to have a Painter's Servant. It's one of the few ways we lose. He just goes Painter's Servant, Painter you. Perfect, a Hogak. This is why you put Hogak in your deck, people. Just what I was wanting to see. I'll name Painter's Servant because that's what I'm most afraid of. There we go. I don't reply generally when people message me on MTGO. It's nothing personal. It's just like if I know who the person is, like I know they're a known player and I've played against them before, and I know they're like up for it, I'll speak to them. But generally, I just think it's best to just avoid communicating. Like if you let people know that you're listening and they get salty and stuff, I just don't want to have to deal with it. I feel if they start salting out, I feel kind of obligated just to speak to them. And people do often get salty when you're playing Dredge, so I just tend not to speak to them. I find if I make a conscious effort not to talk, that means that I also don't salt out. Like I generally don't say much. If I get unlucky, I might be like, "Damn, that was bad." But like I'm not like slagging anyone off. I try to keep it friendly. So I just don't reply. Like when Reed Duke messages you kind of have to reply because he's Reed Duke and he's the politest man alive. But it's just random. So it's like, okay, I'm not gonna bother. Sorry. I think you're dead, mate. I think you're dead. What's your out here? That's, yeah. I was trying to work out what his out was. Now, Leyline of Sanctity is amazing versus Painter, but we don't have access to it. I'll bring in Shenanigans. Is that even good? I feel like it's worth bringing in Dread Return Flamekin Zealot. Because they can loop Tormod scripts. That's the problem. They can loop Tormod scripts. Iona's kind of cute because if you get an Iona down with they've got a Painter down, they can't play anything. But the other problem is that they've got a lot of artifacts. They can still cast Khan the Great Creator through an Iona if they don't have a Painter Servant down. Kind of inclined just to do that. Just no messing around. Sure. If he plays Cryptomon, I'm going to therapy him. name Painter's Servant. 3 doesn't have Chalice too. Okay. Double Grindstone. In that case, he probably doesn't have. Do I name Imperial Recruiter? I think I'll name Imperial Recruiter. Alright, that's good. Goblin Engineer kind of sucks though. How do I stop that? I can't do anything this turn, so I'm just gonna blow this up. I really wish I had Ley Line of Sanctity in the board, it's so good in this matchup. Yeah, I mean there's no reason not to do that. I'm in a really bad spot because I mean if he draws a land I'm just dead. I'm actually going to turn off my stops just in case he does draw a land because I don't want to show him what's in my deck. Oh, that means I'm just dead. Zero Ashen Rider against the deck with Ensnaring Bridge. Blimey. Why is he doing that? Oh. I see. That's actually smart. Is that smart? I don't think it makes that much of a difference actually. Yeah, I'm not going to let that resolve. Scoop up. Just aim to go fast. Just run like the most turbo list possible. I don't like that. Not a fan of this. But it does do stuff. I think I'm going to name, turn 1 therapy name Tormod script, then next turn breakthrough, then aim to go off turn 3. That's my plan. So far so good. The Pyroblast's a problem though. If he doesn't just slam the Painter, yeah. Oh, that's good. I'm fine with drawing this again. I get the Painter's Servant out of his hand. Imperial Recruiter kind of sucks there. But it does mean that next turn, if he casts Recruiter, I can just go for it. Ratchet Bomb seems interesting there. Goblin Welder really sucks, Jesus. I think I just have to try and go off here. It's going to be hard. Not impossible. Okay, it's going to be hard. That's so bad. That's really bad. Yeah, I don't think we're winning this game. That top deck Goblin Welder was really good. I don't think we could have played that any differently to how we did. We could have tried to just jam the thing into the Pyroblast, but then we'd have just, well, we'd have seen a card deeper. What would we have drawn? Careful Study? That would have possibly done it if we drew Careful Study. Maybe it was just better to just try and run the but I kind of wanted to get rid of the Painter's Servant. I don't know. I'm not experienced enough against Painter, I guess. Okay, so his hand is Pyroblast, Painter's Servant, unknown card. Yeah. Yeah, I thought as much. See, if I was making this list, I guess I'll draw a card. I mean, that could potentially do something next turn. Problem is, he can still loop crypts every turn. Yeah, like he doesn't even play the Painter's Servant out because he just wants to be able to loop crypt. Oh, nice. And he can play Painter's Servant as well. And Pirate has Pyroblast. Painter. Yeah. I think we've lost this one, guys. Yeah, I guess maybe the misplay, I should have just ran the breakthrough into the Pyroblast and then hoped to draw something off of the breakthrough the turn after. That was, but I mean, my dredges were abysmal. I didn't hit. I hit 2 thugs, and nothing of note. Not good. There's like nothing I can do here. Like, I'm gonna try and cast this. It's gonna get Pyroblasted, I expect. Just locked out. I need. I wish this list had Leyline of Sanctity, because Leyline of Sanctity turns off Grindstone, it turns off Tormod's Crypt. It's just so good in the matchup. I don't know, I'll play it out, but I think our chances of winning are like less than 1%, and it requires our opponent to mess up. Oh nice, he's another Spyglass for the Colosseum. Yeah, he's playing it exactly right. Yeah, I'm gonna scoop. Rough. Oh well. 3-1. We can still get top 8 if we win out. Right, don't know what this guy's playing. This hand's a keep though. This hand's real good. This hand's excellent. This hand's like Fiery Islet is bonkers. This hand's real good. I'm going to lead with Careful Study just in case it gets forced negationed. It's probably correct to lead with Careful Study actually, with Faithless Looting in case we draw Cephalid Colosseum. Ooh, suspicious. Suspicious. You know what that means? Every time. Every time. Oh, I don't want to take the therapies out. Oh. Do something like that, I think. When people want to hide it, it's 9 times out of 10 they're on my line. And like, I didn't go off. It's not like I went off there. Like, I cast a Careful Study and ditched 2 of the worst dredges in my deck. So for him to then instantly scoop without seeing anything more, like he didn't even let me have a turn, that makes me think that he's probably playing something that's very distinctive, and he's probably playing something that runs ley lines. I could be wrong. I'd have no. The frustrating thing is I have no Ashen Rider, but it makes me think that I want to bring in Flamekin Zealot. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not experienced enough with this Flamekin Zealot. I feel like I'll just stick with what I'm comfortable with. I mean, he might not be on ley lines, but that's my assumption, and he'll just try and cheese me out with a ley line. I've got no answer to Chalice and ley line, so I'm not too concerned with like trying to make myself super Chalice resistant. Like I could cut these 3, but I mean, if he Chalice ley lines me, I lose. So, and I don't gain too much by trying to make myself ley line resistant. Like, what do I do? Bring in 2 petals, cut 2 studies. Like, it's all right, but it's bad against a lot of stuff. So I'm just inclined to just do this and just hope this is correct. Chain of Vapor I've been really impressed with so far. I've never ran it more than a 1-of, and when it was a 1-of it was okay. But I think when you're running 4 it's actually quite versatile, because if you draw multiple you can just throw them out. It just does stuff. Yeah, I'll keep this. As if like magic. What the hell's Wooded Foothills Leyline of the Void? What is that deck? Don't chalice me, bro. Yeah, alright. Cycle, hope to draw land. Cycle, hope to draw land. There we go. Oh, perfect. That's so good. Everything's coming up Millhouse. What is this deck? I don't know, but they've lost, so hooray. I'm actually loving Chain of Vapor, guys. I didn't think this would happen, but what is this? Pyroblast. Wow. Alright, well, do you have a second one, mate? Because you'll need a second one. Didn't think so. Yeah, easy games, boys. Easy games. This list is fire. I don't know if I'm just running hot, but this list is real. This list is legit. I'm loving this. This is good. This is good. I think 4 studies, 2 wraiths. It's very all in. It's very all in. But I respect that. I think that's needed with the London Mulligan. Chain of Vapor is not ideal. It's not Wismare. It can't just bounce things through Thorn of Amethyst and Chalice and stuff. But it just works. I cast it off a Cephalid Coliseum. It was great. It was so good. It was excellent. Like, I'm very impressed. How did that Cephalid Coliseum get exiled? What the hell? What caused that to happen? Huh? Oh, I know, because the Leyline was in play. That makes sense. And then I bounced it to his hand. Alright, yep, good game. 4-1. Let's keep it up. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. This is good. This is good. I'm loving it. Alright, round 6. This guy's normally on Sneak and Choke. Or like weird combo decks. He's on Sneak. I've seen him on Reanimator. What's it called? World Gorger Dragon combo. This seems keepable. I'm going to keep it. Let's see what's up. If he's on Delver, this is really bad. This is not a good play, but I don't think he's on Delver, so yeah. I think he's on Sneak. I'm going to name Forcible. Well, we're safe next turn. You probably put a blue card on top. Maybe. Yeah, gonna play out both the pedals. Pedal, 2 cards on top. Jeez, okay. Perfect. Just what I like to see. Not bricking on dredges there is very, very good luck. We have been running very hot, and I'm okay with that. I'm cool with it. Why didn't he cast a Ponder? Oh, I know a reason. So that he can... So, because probably the second card down's probably like show and tell or something, and that means that next turn he can go ponder, and then he sees a card deeper. He can see 3 cards deeper in order to try and get it. That's my guess on why he's done that. Otherwise, it makes no sense not to cast it last turn, because it's now just going to get eaten by the Cabal Therapy. So that's my assumption on why he's done this. We are protected against just about anything that he can do, short of getting Gristlebrand and Emrakul. Okay, he's just scooping it up. Right, so Chain of Vapor can't bounce Emrakul, but it can bounce Gristlebrand, but have fun trying to cast that to bounce a Gristlebrand. I'm inclined just to do that. I think that's good. Maybe a second Dread Return. Maybe this is the sort of matchup where you want the second Dread Return. Hogak's pretty good still. And I like the 4 studies. I mean, I think Dread Return's more valuable than Iona. He's got Cage and Surgicals according to my notes. Perhaps I should have brought in the shenanigans. This is a mulligan. This is great. This is amazing. Bottom of bridge from below, I think. Maybe there's an argument to bottom of breakthrough though. Don't cage me, bro. Right. Ha. Modo shufflers. Laugh. Canned laughter at the Modo shuffler. I think just about any draw is better than just going Breakthrough X's 1 here. Like, obviously there are worse draws, but I mean there are so many active draws. We've got every copy of Faithless Looting, every copy of Cavil Study, every Dredger in our deck, and every land in our deck is an active draw, which makes me think that it's not worth just casting the Breakthrough here. That's the reason why I've done that. Also the fact that he didn't force the LEDs. Yeah, that's fine. Please don't be Gristlebrand. Oh god, it's Gristlebrand. Yeah. That's aggressive. What's he hoping to gain from doing that? Ah, that's what he's hoping to gain. Yeah, I'm just going to scoop that up. Great. I'd bring in shenanigans. Take out the second Dread Return. I don't think it's that big of a deal. Either you get enough stuff or you don't. I'm going to keep this in my name, Grafdigger's Cage, with the Cabal Therapy. Veil of Summer, that's a yikes. He's got a lot of shit in hand. Oh, swear word, shouldn't use it. He's also got access to Omniscience next turn. Okay, he's not holding up Veil. Oh yeah, I guess because he doesn't have green mana. That makes a lot of sense. That's scary. That's good though. Oh, we really needed that, Jesus. That would have been absolutely terrible if we didn't manage to get that. I mean, what cards did he got in hand? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sure, that's his hand. So that's his draw for the turn. So we're safe this turn, mostly. If I brick on dredges, oh, so he's threatening to he drew Ponder. He can Veil. He can Veil me with the Lotus Petal. But does he have to use the Lotus Petal to do that? Still, I think it's better just to go for it. I'll keep a Stinkweed Imp in hand because it's good to put in off of a show and tell. Hopefully he doesn't have a Volcanic Island in his deck, but I anticipate he probably does. Because if he doesn't have a Volcanic Island, then he can't Veil me here. He's got to crack the Lotus Petal. Oh god. Yeah, alright. Okay, we get it. Think I'm dead. Think I'm dead. Oh. Oh yeah, because you can Omniscience cast Stink Attack. Cast. That seems wrong. Sure, you took my bridges, but then I'll lose the Gristlebrand at end of turn. There's no reason not to block here, except for permanence reasons, but I'm more concerned about keeping my life above 15. Yeah, he's got everything. Was there any way we could have played that differently? don't think so. Veil of Summer's one hell of a card. I don't think there was anything we could have done there. That's frustrating. That's annoying. I guess we could have mulled harder, but I don't think the hand we had was especially bad, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it is what it is. We could still possibly top 8, sneak into top 8 if we manage to 5-2. There's generally a couple of 5-2s that get into top 8. So, it's possible. There's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there'll be like 1. No, there'll be a bunch of 5-2s, but these ones will have higher. Half of them will have higher, most likely. Oh well. I think we might be locked out of top 8 now, boys. Good run, though. Oh god. It's this guy. What was he on last time I played against him? He's a known guy. He knows what I'm on as well. I played against him many times. He was on Bant Miracles last I played against him. He has multiple containment priests. Hi, mate. Yeah, I'll keep this. I could have mulled lower, but I actually don't hate this, especially against Miracles. I think I'll start Therapy Name Force. Magic. Magic. London Mulligan. Magic. You know what their hand is based on fucking how many cards they keep. Whoops. Don't swear. He top decked that Ponder, which is bad for me. But he shuffled, which is good. He played... Okay, so his hand is... unknown card. Right? That seems right. I'm actually somewhat inclined to cycle this first, just because I want to hit. There's the Brainstorm. That was a really good draw. I could have potentially sacked it to take the Teferi, but I'm not too fussed about the Teferi. If he Teferi bounces my thing, maybe I should have, but he taps out to do that. There's the Flooded Strand. Yeah, it was probably correct too, actually. I would love to draw a Dredger, that would be great. Okay, well that suggests to me that he's... Yeah, alright. I think I'll take the Snapcaster as well. That sucks, but not the end of the world because I have. I'm actually going to do this. Is there even any point doing? There's like no point doing X's 1 unless I brick on dredges, which I won't. I'll save myself the life. Please. That's rough. Did I bottom an Archimeber? Maybe I did. I mean, that's not a good card, so I'm fine with that. That will get Mystic Sanctuary, which will put a card on top of his deck. I'm actually not going to Dredge here. That's exactly what I was hoping to draw. I'm just going to get his life down as low as possible. I want to protect against like something dumb like Supreme Verdict. Okay. Now I know he has multiple Containment Priests. I honestly don't think I see anything worth changing here. I could possibly bring in Dreadbaton for Iona, but I feel like that's worse than anything I cut. I'd probably take out the 2 Neonates or a Thug and a Neonate to fit in a Dreadbaton and Iona, and I think most of the time I'd probably rather have either of the Thug or the Neonate. I could bring in Petals to try and go fast because I know he's on multiple Containment Priests, but I'm inclined to just run this back. This list seems very solid against Miracles. This seems very solid against Miracles. Need some music. I'm inclined just to keep this, to be honest. Oh. Whoops. That was a mistake by me. I was actually going to name Flusterstorm because I think these lists are running more Flusterstorms than they are Spell Piercers now. More than happy with the Force pitching a Snapcaster. I'm going to turn off auto pass actually and bluff having a Street Wraith in hand. I think he has a Containment Priest in hand. I might be wrong. Yeah, fine. The fact I messed up the timing of my Neonate ended up not mattering, thankfully. Mystic Sanctuary put Return to Nature on top of the deck. Put Brainstorm on top of the deck, okay. He's digging. Okay, sure. Okay with no hands in hand. Do I just YOLO? I don't think it's getting any better than this. If he has exactly something like Terminus in the top few cards, which would somewhat explain why he did the play he did, then this is a problem, but apart from that I'm not too concerned. Just going to make so much power that I can threaten to kill him through elking my Hogak. So that means just making everything. I think it's still right to just... He's saying GG, so... I will respond to that when I'm sure this is a good game. Because I'm still somewhat concerned he could possibly weasel his way out of this, but I'm hoping he doesn't. Right, that was pretty smooth. That was pretty smooth. This felt really good. In fact, every game, even the ones where I lost. I mean, I think Sneak and Show could have been dramatically improved if we had an Ashen Rider in the board. And Painter, there's no Leyline of Sanctities. But this has ran well. If this was the last round, I was happy with this. This is a serious event on Magic Online, and this list fared very well, despite looking like a complete pile of cards. I don't think I ever activated Fiery Islet once. Maybe once. Maybe I used it once. But this list felt good. This list felt strong. I like this list a lot. Hogak, obviously, I think should be in this list. For it not being in the list, honestly, feels a bit crazy to me. But the actual list itself, bar missing Hogak, seems really good. Maybe we've just got the good end of the variance. But Insolent Neonate actually was pretty solid. It did lots of cute stuff. I didn't hate this at all. This might be the last game. If it is, I'm going to film a roundup after this and then the intro, because I didn't do a proper intro. But there might be one more round. Right, so the tournament has finished now. I ended 5-2, which was good enough for 16th place. Two of the people I played against were the only two 5-2s that snuck into top 8. But yeah, we played this list. You can see it ran really well. Actually, I really liked it. The chains felt good. The Neonates felt decent. Flamekin Zealot even came in one game. Iona we didn't use. It felt solid. I don't think I actually activated Islet once throughout the entire. I don't think I used Islet once throughout the entire league. If I was to make changes to this list, I don't think I'd really change the main deck. I think the main deck was actually really solid. What I would do is I'd probably cut... I want to say cut Flamekin Zealot, but the Flamekin Zealot kind of makes sense in the sort of weird way of what this list's trying to do with the 4 studies and just trying to turbo people out. Maybe I'd cut the Iona. It needs an Ashen Rider. It 100% needs an Ashen Rider. It also needs... some... What's the word? Leyline of Sanctities. It needs Leyline of Sanctity. It needs Ashen Rider. But apart from that... Oh, and it needs a Hogak in the main deck, but I've already put that in. But apart from that, it ran well. I think it's solid. I'm going to definitely do some more testing with this, see how it goes. Yeah.